evening, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Matsidi Soyo. If it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the video, and share it broader and wider as we are building this happy and beautiful community here. You are on Dear My Soul, and I'm the twin that just went solo. So I'm doing things for myself, by myself, and of course on my own. So you better congratulate me. So guys, today I'm here to talk about, the difficulties of raising a teenager on your own, single-handedly. So guys, I'm going to share my experiences. I don't know if I'm being too much because this just started. And I'm expecting you guys to share your experiences as well. Some of you guys, I need some encouragement. I need to be encouraged because I'm going through umugowo or serious. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a single mother of a 13-year-old brilliant, beautiful, intelligent, highly talented daughter of mine, Azania. Hey, Azania, from Morocco to Madagascar. I just love my daughter, guys. I tell her every day that she is very special. Yeah, and indeed she is. But, no girl, we fight a lot lately and it feels like we are drifting apart. So guys, I always thought that my daughter and I, we were going to be inseparable. At some point I felt like I'm replacing my sister with my daughter. That's why when I was pregnant with her, my sister was so jealous. She didn't like me, and she even said, "You're bringing someone in this world. This was not part of the plan. Now it's going to be the three of us. What's going to happen?" Because we even share a birthday with my daughter. We are all born on the 6th of December. So exactly when I was turning 30, she was born on my birthday, 30th birthday. So she has always been that gift. So guys, I've lived with my daughter my whole life. I think it's only about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, when she went to live with my parents. Yeah, because I separated with the father of my child when she was 18 months old. But even though when he was still around, we were not living together like that. But then he used to come now and then. But when she was 18 months exactly, that's when we just separated. So she doesn't know him that much. So she has always been mommy's girl. So we were so close, guys. Because I remember the other time, I think my daughter was about 7 or 8. My mom said to me, "You know what, Matsidi, so you're going to have problems as this child grows, because she's going to grow up and she's going to have her own life, because when your life is surrounded around her." They said the same thing, my sister and my mother, and they said, "You are not dating, you are not doing anything out of your daughter's activities. It's either at school." Guys, I was even that parent that the teachers, even the principal, everybody knew me at school, because everything, you will think I even work at the school, because everything that was happening at school, I am there because I live for my daughter. So they said to me, you need to take a break, because you're going to feel very much lonely when she starts to have her own life, friends out there, and you feel like, now you are being neglected. Guys, I think I'm starting to feel that, but because I kind of listened, because I opened up that space to date. I think she was I started dating when my daughter was she 9? Yes, because I met someone in 2021, and then we dated for about 4 years. So at least, even this is someone who's also busy, but I still had time for my daughter. But at least I could have other activities out of my daughter. So now, starting from last year, she started having friends that she was so invested in her friends, and she would even ask, "Oh, okay, mommy, I'm going to do this with my friends." And then I gave her space, but then giving her that space, now I feel like I've done it so much that now her happiness and her enjoyment is around her friends more than with me, because she's like, she's more comfortable. Because I'm even worried that there are certain things about her that I don't know, that she discusses with her friends, but with me she's not like that. Because even right now, my daughter, when she's in the living room, it's just the two of us. When I'm in the living room, she will go to my bedroom, because she says she loves my bedroom because she gets more in touch with me when she's in my bedroom. So she leaves my bedroom to her bedroom when I go to sleep. So we are in this house, but we are not together. You get me? Because there was a time where my daughter and I used to take her to school and go pick her up from school. That was my everyday job. She never had anybody else doing that. It was just me. Yeah. So we also moved from the West Rand to Four Ways, but she was still at the school in the West Rand. So it was a bit of a distance. So in the morning, we will drive for about 30 minutes to get to school. So that was our bonding session. We drive to school and coming back also driving together. And when we were living at my sister's place, we were sharing a bedroom. So she was always here with me up until in 2020, when we had our own place and she had her own bedroom, but we were still together like that. So now, from a year ago, she started living this life. I've got my own things. She's on her phone. If she's not on the phone with her friends, but luckily when she's on the phone, my daughter, when she's with her friends on a phone call, it's always a video call. So I can hear the conversations all the time. I know who she's talking to and what is it that they are talking about. But into enza ukuthi mina no girl singabi kakhulu. I'm thinking, is this one of deciding to get her into the school bus? Because now there was a time where I will get so busy, especially in the afternoon. In the morning, it doesn't matter, dropping it off and coming back, doing my stuff. But in the afternoon, it happens that I have to be somewhere. Maybe I'm in the meeting somewhere, but let me give credit to Malume Vector as well. That's the one person who used to help me go pick up my daughter from school when I was stuck somewhere. I think he did it 2 or 3 times. So because it's very important, and that's the only person who has ever done that for me. So may he rest in peace. That was a great guy. Hey, so now guys, I got my daughter into a bus, so at least let me not get disturbed. Sometimes I'm still waking. I have to drop whatever that I'm doing, go pick up my daughter, So now she takes the bus. It was tough for me to get to that decision, but I did it. It was also part of growing up and kind of being independent. Not mommy this, mommy that, mommy this, mommy that. So she gets into the bus. Miguel is becoming independent and coming back, but still we don't have that time also, because she does her homework, and now we fight a lot because girl, she's getting into the teenage age. She's 13 and she's very moody. She is very sensitive. Everything is sensitive to her, and I don't think I'm fussy. The only thing that I'm fussy about is hygiene. Everything around us, guys. I'm an extremely neat and organized person. So my daughter doesn't read that. Like, she doesn't understand that I'm like that. And when things are not like I've got anxiety, so I cannot cope. I'm that person. Even if I'm coming from a trip somewhere, I arrive home in the middle of the night, 12 a.m. guys, I will pack my stuff. I will never sleep with the bags full of clothes around me. When I sleep, everything has to be like clean. No clothes next to me. You won't find anything. Clothes in the closet. Everything must be closed up, whatever it is. No dishes in my, no, I don't want that. You can't even find, I don't even want a teaspoon on the table. So, Umugeli, she's that kind of a person. My daughter will be drinking some juice there, and makaqeda ukuphuza le juice yakhe, the cup will be there. And she would maybe there's something that demands her to go to the kitchen, but when she goes to the kitchen, she will still leave that thing there. But she can just take it, guys, she will leave it there, and I'm watching. She comes back, maybe are snacking, yeah, like a plate, yeah, the snack, I just snack. And then let's say uja banana, I carry ebola, la banana. Guys, when I'm going to eat a banana, by the time I finish that the banana, dustbinning already, so my daughter will be leaving it there. You know, sometimes because I do things, I would say, is it proactive? I'm that kind of a person. When I live with you, you can't take advantage of me, because when I see this, like, I tidy up quickly, until you get so spoiled that thinking, she loves doing it. It's not like I love doing it. I do it because I get irritated when I see things all over the place. No. Guys, you won't even find a sock, like the sock, well, socks on top of my bed. Nothing. And how do you do like washing basket in all together. I've never lost one sock. You know, a lot of people, I've lost my socks. Why I don't make one sock? Yeah, I'll see one. I don't do that shit, guys, because I always know where everything is at. You know, when I have to send someone to my house and I'm very far away, and I say, go get some scissors or go get a nail cutter in my house, and this is someone who has never been to my place, that person is not going to struggle to find that. Even if I'm in New York and I send you to my house and I know exactly where that nail cutter is at, I know exactly where everything is at. So I get frustrated. So sometimes my daughter will come to my room, Mommy, can I use your nail cutter? She uses it and she doesn't bring it back. Hey, guys, this is one thing that made me fight with people in high school. You take my thing and I have to come back to you and ask for it. You know, I forget that I've given it to you, right? I go on with my life and everything. So now I'm in the class, I have to use my ruler, or I have to use my sharpener, because I like convenience. I know everything of mine is in here. It's packaged very well. And I look, I don't find it. Frustration that comes with that. Then I become toxic. Yeah. And then you will say, it's just a ruler. It's just a ruler. Yes, it's just a ruler, but it's not where it belongs, to the owner. Because now I have to use it. So I'm going to take 2 minutes of my time to come to you and ask for it. So those are the kind of things that I fight with my daughter for. Let's say I have to shoot a video. I have scheduled my life for at 8 o'clock. I have to be sitting here and shooting. So I get up. When I get up, then I see something that's not supposed to be there. It's got nothing to do with my shooting and everything. Just because when I sit here and I shoot and I look at my surroundings, I find something that doesn't belong. I won't continue with that. That's how I am. Like, I get stuck. I cannot. So I tell her all the time that you waste my time, because when I wake up and I find hair on my floor, I have to sweep the floor and I have to mop the floor, because I just cannot continue with my daily activities when that hair is on the floor. You get me? So that's how I feel abused, because now you're taking my time. You're taking 15 minutes of my time. I have to deal with things that I'm not supposed to be dealing with. Guys, when I say if that couch has to be facing that way, I don't want it be faced any other direction. So my frustration is that my daughter doesn't listen to me. Like, it's like I'm talking to myself. You know, when we follow this parenting styles where they say children don't do what you tell them to do, they copy what you do. My daughter is doing the opposite. She's not doing anything that I do. She's not copying me. She's not, guys, she's not copying me. She knows every time I wash, even if I have to wash dishes 8 times because I don't want dishes, she won't just volunteer and say, oh, I'm going to wash this. I have to look at her. look at her sideways for her to remember, oh, Hannah, I want to wash it. I have to wash the dishes. And she doesn't wash them because she also feels like those dishes don't have to be there. She's washing them because mommy doesn't want the dishes to be there. You know, even the dustbin, we fight over the dishes. We fight over dustbin. You know what? On weekend, you have to take the dustbin to, like, the dustbin area here is there by the gate. So every weekend, like Saturday, you have to take this whole thing by the gate. Guys, on Monday, jiggy, let's say I forget Monday. Oh, I come across it, guys. Yo, upside down, because she does it when I say do it. Why should I always have to teach you? So when I start screaming, I will say something once nicely, she's not listening. Second thing, I'm starting to scream. That time I scream louder, and then now she believes that I'm toxic. Because she'll even say, I'm not gonna talk to you because you make things be about yourself. Because you know, when I start screaming, sometimes I say things that I'm not supposed to say, like, you don't like me. I think you hate me because how come you listen to everybody else except for me? Because indeed, listen to this, guys. You know, my daughter, she's very organized. I know that she's very organized. When I look at her books, they're clean. Everything, she's very organized when it comes to her schoolwork. Even when it comes to these things, it's at the pageant, I have a project, she will never be late. She always get the merits from school teachers where she handed in project on time, like forever, guys, always handing projects on time. She doesn't miss any homework, and I don't even have to remind her. You know, I know a lot of parents, they struggle with their kids, do your homework, have you done this? I'm not that parent. Like, I'm relaxing. She can only call me when she's stuck somewhere. But can you help me with this and this? And when she asks me, it means that she has tried elsewhere. She has tried other avenues to come to me and say, Mommy, come help me. Because I've never seen someone who enjoys doing her schoolwork like my daughter. My daughter doesn't mind sitting there the whole day, just doing her homework, surrounded by her books and everything. She loves, even when she's on the phone with her friends, she's discussing schoolwork. So I'm blessed when it comes to that, because I don't have to remind. Even at school, I've never asked a teacher who said, oh, she said she forgot a book at home. Oh, she said she couldn't finish her homework. Oh, this, no. She's always, even when it comes to school uniform, guys, let me tell you something. You know, in winter, sometimes you can, go a little bit south with your uniform because it's cold. Even when I tell them, it's cold, today you can wear tracksuit. If it's not time for tracksuits, she will never wear it. She follows the rules. Like, she's that child who follows the rules. But when it comes to me, guys, so my daughter is an actress, guys. When she does the shoots and everything, maybe she's on the set, all the directors who have worked with my daughter, they always come back to me and say, your girl follows the rules. She is so brilliant. You know, most of the time when we work with children here, we have to repeat ourselves. We have to ask her, go read the script again, go do this and do that. Your daughter, she gets it the first time. That's how organized she is. That's how she follows the rules. That's how she, that's how organized she is. But when it comes to the chores inside this house, guys, I think I've spoiled her. You know, I always use the word kiakopa. So to her, because I was raised like that, my mom would always say kiakopa. When I'm sitting here and my sister is sitting here and I want this cup, I can't just say, oh, give me that cup. I always say, ne kopa, uneletse cup. And ibile ha re ne ke kopa, o sa fa ya ke kopa. It wants more respect. So I'm always asking, even if you've taken this and it belongs to me and I want it back, I'm still gonna say, ne ke kopa, that kind of respect. That's how I talk. That's how I speak. So even with her, I'm always asking him, Aza, ke kopa o timele bone. Aza, so my daughter thinks maybe I'm desperate. Not I'm desperate, I'm begging her. She thinks maybe she doesn't have to do it. I'm just begging her. She thinks she has got an option to say no or not to do it because I use the word nekikopa. It's like nakiakopa ngetsetse a favor. Oh, she thinks I'm asking for a favor. So I'm trying to find the way of speaking to her that's still respectful, because also I say that and I use those words because I'm teaching her also to use those words. But it's like, yeah, now I'm asking her to do me a favor, and it's not a favor, guys. She lives in this house. She has to do, some chores. She has to help me because Mina, can I use the word? I have sense of agency. Like, my sense of agency is extreme. When something falls down quickly, I pick it up. When someone is about to fall next to me, like quickly. So people around me have the ability to use me, or they know your phone falls down, I'm the first one to pick it up before you can even. So somebody might think, but that's just my sense of agency because I'm always looking. So I think even with my daughter, so I get frustrated when someone that who's around me doesn't have sense of agency, because when I say to her, I don't want this cup here, would you please take it back? Because I'm still going to ask, oh, please, Kopa, also say, can you just remove that iPad there and put it in my bedroom? And then she will just say, okay. 30 minutes later, it's still there. Then I flip. 30 minutes later, it's still there. And I ask, because when I say, take it, I want it to be removed immediately, like that. No time for thinking, whatever that you're doing, it's a because honey, later, but Hannah just said, I don't want this here, but when I wait close. So those are the kind of things that I fight with my daughter. And another thing that frustrates me a lot, because when somebody doesn't do things accordingly, I tend to do them myself. So sometimes I do them because I want them to learn, not because I love slaving around, sweeping in. It's because I feel uncomfortable when it's dirty. So that's why I do it. So that's what I enjoy doing. No, I don't enjoy doing that. So when she leaves, I go into her room. For about 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be screaming, oh, your room is dirty, your room is untidy, hey, your room, one day you will find spiders in this room, hey, the snake will come out, underneath your bed, and then I'm not going to allow you to come to my room. Those are the kind of things that I say, the words that I use just to threaten her a bit, shake her up a bit, or I need to clean my room. Maybe I clean, I go hair morning. I go into that room. And guys, I don't plan. Let's say I'm in the middle of something very important. I'm doing my work here, and something forces me to go into my daughter's room. I go in there and I find a mess. Guys, immediately I forget about what I was doing. Then I tidy up. That's how I am. I do that. Immediately I tidy up. Then she has taken 1 hour of my time, because now whatever that I was doing, it's being compromised, because now I have to tidy up. And I tidy up. And when she comes back, it's like she doesn't even acknowledge. She doesn't see anything. Like, it doesn't even click in her head, this person took her time to come clean my room. It's like she doesn't see the difference. So I left it like this, now it's like that. So it worries me. Now, how come you don't see the difference of tidiness le bohlaswa mo leng ditshila? Wena a o bone papang o monate fela o monate. So sometimes when I ask her to tidy up and be clean, keep good hygiene around, I'm doing it for herself, because I'm just telling you, you know what, in no time you might be on your periods. My daughter hasn't seen her periods as yet. I think she's slow like me, because I started seeing my periods when I was 16. So now, Kiri, imagine you can't take care of your environment. It means you can't take care of yourself if you can't take care of your environment. So by the time you see your periods is gonna be a mess because you haven't practiced this thing of taking care of yourself and being tidy and everything. Ngwana ka ena wa rata makgethe mmeleng wa hae, but at my cost, not at her own cost. Because she will be asking me, oh, mommy, this shirt looks like it's not so clean, but she didn't keep it clean. She didn't go and wash it, but she will be asking me, oh, mommy this, mommy that. You know, guys, the things that I fight with my daughter for, like the girls high, I look at her white socks. Ya bona hore di ditshilanyana di hloka ho hlatsuwa ka matsoho, hlatswa dikausi tsenana be ke monkele tsona ke tshele some Miracle Mom ke re let me keep them in here overnight, ke tla di beha mono a ke ba di hlatswa ngwane ebe ke a lebala ke ra no I'm gonna put them in the on the balcony ebe ke a lebala ke a hlatswa hantle ke Sunday ha re sheba dintho tsa sekolo hantle dikausi tse ntse di ka guys, I wanted to, because I remember my sister saying to me, you've always asked your daughter so many times over, wash your uniform, do this and do that. And now my daughter doesn't polish her shoes. Guys, every time I buy, shoe polish, it becomes hard. She will open it once and polish, right? And when she's about to close it tightly, she doesn't close it tightly. And then because I remember I used to polish my shoes every second day. So that's why I want to take her to the boarding school. But I want the closest boarding school where I'll be able to go pick her up every Friday. Maybe when she's there, she will follow the rules. She will learn from other kids the things like the habits, because when she's here, she's spoiled. So I don't know, guys. Would you take your daughter to the boarding school at 13 years? When she starts high school, Kimise boarding school, Adulenyana, Oma 2 years, Kimulata every Friday. I know it's gonna be lonely, but I wanted to learn those habits, a bit of environment is strict, because Nami was also shaken up by the boarding school. At the boarding school, when they say, wake up, and they ring that bell, you wake up, and then they come, we go to the roll call, and then they check your nails, if they are neat, and then they check your uniform, they check, they even ask us to do like this, to check our teeth, if they are cleaned properly, everything, the shoes, are they polished? So my daughter doesn't mind wearing her shoes for 2 weeks, no polish. When I go check that polish, guys, it's a little full. It lays, but it's hard because she didn't close it properly. But now it's, guys. She doesn't listen to me, guys. And her excuse is that you make noise. I make noise. But I always tell her, first time, you take me for granted. Second time, sometimes I think you must go and live with one of your teachers, because those are the people that you listen to. You respect them so much. Now, mommy. You guys, akangilaleli lo mntwana, akangilaleli at all. It's just a joke. I know I sometimes I become too hard on her, especially if I'm going through my own things. Sometimes if you don't have money and your child asks for this and that, and you start thinking, oh, they are too demanding. Sometimes they are just being children. It's the things that they actually need and they actually want. Just because when you don't have money to buy all those things, you feel like they are being too much, too demanding and all. I was not supposed to snap like that, because guys. So I want the right way of talking to my daughter without making noise, but making her understand at the first glance. Like when I say something, she hears me immediately and she understands that I'm firm. I want this to be done now. I don't have to go for the second time, because the second time I'm crazy now, and all she sees is a crazy woman. Now I'm the one who will have to go back and apologize because I've just gone crazy. So I want advice when it comes to that. So also share your experiences. How is it going with your teenage kids? Because I remember when I was young, everything that we'll do that's wrong in the house, my mom will reprimand you. When it looks like you're not taking it, that's when she will say, now I'm going to involve your father. And the moment she says, I'm going to involve your father, I'm going to tell your father, yes, we took shubili. You have to, change because once your father is involved, so because again, she gets highly offended if she hears me tell my sister or my mom about the things that she does, because she feels like, oh no, now you are crossing our boundaries. I live here with you. You are painting me somehow. Now I'm scared to even meet them because of the things that you have said to them. Now she starts feeling uncomfortable. So she always says, what's happening inside our house? Why do you have to go tell them? That's what she says. So if it was someone who was close, I was living with us, I think she will understand. So I want her to hear me. Maybe it's my face. I'm just too playful. Oh, I want something. I want some advice. So guys, how are you dealing with it? Please, guys, some advice. Share your experiences with your daughters or your sons who are teenagers.
And I'm about to tell you every person, everything. So, you mothers and dads, you know you have the strength inside of you. Use it for your children. Use it for anything. You have it deep inside of you. Never give up. Quit giving up. You never give up. Never ever. If you give up, you won't get it. That's why giving up is not a thing to do. You do it. You do it. You do it. You do whatever it takes. Do not give up. Even if it's hard for you, you do not give up. You don't give up on anything. Nothing. You stay strong.